How's it going, guys? We're back on Dragon Ball Legends to try out the brand new free-to-play Broly in PvP. So let's jump into it and see how he does. Let's go. Alright guys, so here's the team. Just so you know, this will be post-commentary. I managed to film some matches basically whilst I was playing a bit earlier. I thought, why not? So we were jumping in with a Super Saiyan team, primarily with the Holy Trinity being back. And if we go into party formation, I'll show you all the equips that we had as well. And we've got the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Zenkai there to boost the Broly with a Zenkai buff. And the Super Saiyan Namek Goku with Zenkai buff to Zenkai Bardock. So we'll jump into the matches. Like I say, it is post-commentary, so I hope you guys are okay with that. Comment down below if you like it or not. And we'll jump into the matches. Let's go. All right, guys. So we're starting off against a Fusions team. Starting off with Bardock. And we are against, like I said, a Fusions team with the brand new Oob. So he could cause Broly a bit of issue. But overall, I've got to say, throughout this showcase, he did do quite well. Granted, type disadvantage, but he's tanking all right. Didn't tank that, not too great. I can't remember what stars this Oob is, but type disadvantage, not too bad. Bearing in mind this Broly is 2 stars. I think that's the maximum you can get him at the moment. There might be some more with some more missions, things like that, but I've only got him at 2 stars. So at the moment, he is only boosting the team Super Saiyans by strike attack 22%. As you probably noticed by now, we're using what used to be known as the Holy Trinity, which is Bardock, Super Saiyan Gogeta, and it used to be the movie Broly, but I've replaced him with the brand new free-to-play Broly. I could have probably Zenkai boosted him as well with the movie Broly, but I've only got him Zenkai 2, 3. I've got to say, Zenkais, they need to do a little bit more, but they just cost a lot of crystals, you know? So we get a perfect vanish there, and we bring in Broly, and he does some massive damage here. Type advantage, but look at that. Granted, with the Holy Trinity, you do get quite a lot of crits, especially when you switch out from Bardock. But still, that damage, absolutely unreal. From a 2-star unit, that's free to play as well, bear in mind. So decent, absolutely happy with that. I did actually forget at this point that Oob has endurance. So that was a bit of a misplay on my part, but I believe it works out okay. Probably going to finish the match a lot sooner than that. You probably noticed as well, I've put the sound on because I was sort of just recording these just on the side whilst I was working. And I thought, why not record it for you guys to watch? So at the moment, we've got Gogeta in, just absolutely demolishing everything, which is the chance of this team. Went a bit soon there. Need to be a bit more patient. Possibly could have sidestepped. But now we've got to find the wrath of Super Saiyan Gogeta and his Rising Rush. So that's great. I've got to say, mostly I go with Ki Blast, unless you can see, like, they haven't used that in a while. Should have gone for blue there, but it is what it is. And they finish off Bardock, and then we've got Super Saiyan Gogeta and the Broly left. Now, this Super Saiyan Gogeta is Zenkai'd, so doing some decent damage. I think at the moment I bring Broly in. Yes, I do. And unfortunately, I overextend there, which is pretty much the death of Broly. Didn't even manage to use his main ability there. But still not a bad showing against Kefla in this match for him. Unfortunately, as the showcase unit, the last thing I want him to do is to die. But is what it is. So we've got the Gogeta here, and I was quite happy that I managed to get the green card off there, I've got to say. That green card's not the easiest thing to get off, but when you do, well worth it. So with this, I think I dropped this by accident. Yeah, it didn't come down quite enough for me. And basically, it's quite good there that he waited there just to get me to sidestep again. So managed to match the Ki Blasts. Little bit of lag there, and then we clash. He beats me. This match came to the wire. That's why I've included this one, because it's quite a fun match to watch. I personally think so anyway. So we managed to get our taps in there, and for some reason go straight away, which allows us to win the match. So decent. Like I said, a little bit of a show in a Broly, but still decent. So on to the next match. Alright, so going up against I want to say movies team, just because of the Broly. Otherwise it'd be a Son family team, which is quite good for our purple Broly here, because with his unique ability, he does get an extra 30% strike damage against Son family. So hopefully we can show him off here. I've got to say as well, during these matches, the phone I've got is due an upgrade. Well due. Look at that damage he's going against. I know he's only Zenkai 1, but still, that was a lot of damage against Gohan there. That extra 30% really helps. Yeah, with my phone, it does need an upgrade. So sometimes it doesn't take my side steps, unfortunately, which is what happened a bit earlier on there. Managed to get a green card off there. With the green card, just in case you were unaware, it nullifies enemies' attacks, excluding certain moves like Rise and Rush. The Shock Wave basically pushes back the opponent so you can combo into it. And it does also restore own ki by 30 and cancels enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects. And that only activates twice, so bear that in mind. So it's not quite like some other green cards and things. You do have to remember that it only activates twice. Went a little bit too soon there, allowed him to do a Rise and Rush, unfortunately. But Bardock's not exactly showcase unit, and he's not too bad at tanking this. We managed to guess it anyway, so it's not too bad. But just in case you were unaware as well, like I say, with the rest of the unique ability, with the Super Saiyan Broly, the following effects occur when the character enters the battlefield, which draws a Strike Guards card next. Activates 3 times. We can see even against that Goku, which is pretty tanky to be honest, and type disadvantage, he's doing alright there. 2 stars, bear in mind, 2 stars. Not too bad. Did I want to get... No, I didn't want to get rid of him there. Finish him off with Super Gogeta. So it draws Strike Arts card next, activates 3 times, restores own ki by 20, 40% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade 40% to strike damage received for 20 counts. And that's his unique ability. But the damage against Son family, especially today's meta, really good. Look at that, 1 hit and he's finished. Like I said, I know he's only Zenkai 1, but... So we've managed to use the main ability there. Unfortunately, he did knock us back, but he didn't do anything with it. So the main ability then, guys, just in case you're aware, it restores your own health by 25%. It inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrades plus 10 to arts cost, so it really damages them up to 10%. 10 timer count, sorry. Decent Rise and Rush, I gotta say, I really like it with the Broly. Anyway, so plus 10 to all arts costs for enemies. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 50% to health restoration for 30 timer counts. So he might be decent against the Zenkai Majin Buu, especially when he's got more stars. You know, the green regen one. Oh well, on to the next match. Alright guys, final match of the video, and I have to say it's quite a stacked team. So we've got a purple blue team with Broly, the LF one. We've got the old movie Broly, the one with the Zenkai, and it is Zenkai 7, and we've got Zenkai 7 Bardock. So quite a hard team to go up against. We haven't got a very good start here either, but hopefully we can get some damage done. Heal a little bit with the green card there. So like I said, we've gone a little bit over the Broly now, so we'll just enjoy the matches and things. And I've got to say, with this match, I did really like playing it because this guy seemed pretty decent. We pretty much matched with almost everything. Luckily, we managed to win that, but he brings the Broly straight in. I should have dropped, really, but I'm still sort of getting used to dropping and things. He matches my Ki Blast there, and I've got to say, this I should not have swapped there, but we managed to get the sidestep anyway with Namek Goku. In case you haven't realised, I haven't brought the Super Saiyan Gogeta in this one, and it's just purely because I had a feeling he was going to be bringing loads of blues, and I thought it would just demolish me. Should have used Rise and Rush there if I possibly could, but this Broly, look at the damage it did to Namek Goku there. And the brand new one, to be fair, the brand new Broly It's 2 stars, and he's tanking just as well as Namek Goku, so not too bad. He is getting a lot more buff from the team, to be fair, but still, because Namek Goku hasn't changed to Super Saiyan, or hadn't at that point. Now he has. Luckily, he catches me on that and just demolishes my Namek Goku. We managed to get a perfect vanish there, and to be fair, against, I think this is a 7-star movie Broly, and a, well, Bardock, still pretty good damage. Like I said, bearing in mind he is 2 stars, so we managed to get the Rise and Rush off here, and it's going against a movie Broly who is pretty tanky. Luckily, because we had a blue card in our hand, we managed to do some decent damage, and we do get it off, so we managed to finish him off. Bit of a struggle with this 2-star Broly, I'm not going to lie, to get this Rise and Rush to actually win, but we managed to do it anyway. And still not too bad. Like I said, like, you can't really complain when they're 2 stars. Unfortunately, mucked that up. Really wanted to sidestep, but couldn't. And he just finishes me there. But like I said, I include this match anyway because it was quite a good match. And it is the last match, so we'll go on to what I think about Broly. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the matches. Just going over Broly. I did go over his stats and things like that a little bit earlier on. Bearing in mind he is 2 stars, so he's got strike attack of 204,000, blast down 194,000, 128 for strike defense, 126 blast defense. The tags he's on is Saiyan, Super Saiyan, and Powerful Opponent. And we got a arts card that we can teach, which inflicts enemy with attribute downgraded plus 15% to explode damage received for 3 timer counts upon activation. So in reality, you want to be doing more than 1 blue card as much as possible. As I said, we did go over it a little bit, but the main ability is restore zone health by 25%, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10 to all arts cost for 10 timer counts, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 50% to health restoration for 30 counts, and the requirements for that is 10 timer counts must elapse, so not too long, to be honest. What I noticed with playing with this team as well, matches do end quite quickly. Like I said, this is 2-star Broly, so get plus 20% to Super Saiyan base strike attack. Once you got 3 stars, it's 22%. I think once you get to 6 stars, it also includes Saiyan and Powerful Opponent, I believe it is. So the unique ability then, like, the thing that really came in handy against the Son family team, or the movies, whatever you want to call it, was plus 30% of strike damage inflicted against Son family cannot be cancelled. That is very good in this day's meta. When this guy's more than 2 stars, maybe like 7 stars, 14 stars, he might give like hybrids, Son family, things like that, a bit of a run for their money. We're yet to see that though. Actually playing it anyway. So also he gets the following effects occur when the character enters the battlefield: draws a strike arts card next 3 times, restores own key by 20, and he also gets 40% of strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, inflicts enemies with attribute downgrade plus 40% of strike damage received for 20 timer counts, which, as you can see, is building more and more that he's more you need to orientate him towards strike, to be fair, with his equips and things. And finally then, with his other unique, we've got applies the following effects to self when the battle starts: plus 50% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled; reduces damage received by 15%, cannot be cancelled; increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 60 timer counts, cannot be cancelled; while his characters on the battlefield, applies the following effects to enemy when enemy switches characters: it reduces ki by 15, inflicts attribute downgrade plus 100% to ki recovery for 5 timer counts. So can stop a couple of combos as well. On this sort of team with the Super Saiyans, I've got to say, not too bad. Impressed me, just purely because he's 2 stars. I know he's getting Zenkai boosted as well, but not too bad, especially against Son family. I haven't tried him on movies just because my movies team's not exactly the biggest thing to wail about. But anyway, still, Holy Trinity stands, not too bad. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and if you stay this long, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.